It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Rams and the Lions, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who have stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick, coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Throwing again is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp from 10 yards out. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Goff throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Matthew Stafford, the rest of the L.A. offense heading back out there. And the football has not touched the ground yet. He's 10 of 10, including the touchdown on the last drive as they begin here with a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
Goff. Right side to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Now Goff on 1st down. And that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. The Cowboys needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year. Brandon Godden and Charles
right
Davis.
At the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. On the give, this is their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 6 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Goff. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved, because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5. That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st down at Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35, here comes 2nd and 5. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. 2nd and 9.
To throw is Stafford. He finds Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Rams are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And he returns this to the 22.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Goff now looks to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 50, it's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Again, Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Second down, 8 yards to go. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big play looming on third down. Here's Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Stafford now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here's Williams fighting it off.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.